What is going on, guys? New York Sports Love here, back at it with another NFL video. I'm making a video today about Dallas Cowboys star running back Ezekiel Elliott testing positive for the coronavirus, and I'm going to be making a video about how I think this will affect the NFL and what I think will happen going forward. So, it wasn't just actually him; it was multiple Cowboys and Houston Texans players were tested positive for the coronavirus. They're unaware how it was spread, how it started, but it probably started by one player getting it and then spreading it to a lot of the teammates. And this isn't very good for the NFL. Obviously, we know that the NFL probably is in the best condition to have a season. The MLB's, is in talks right now. The NBA had their schedule coming out, but, with the protest thing and the whole second wave possible of coronavirus, you never really know. And the NHL, I think, has came out with a plan, but I don't know if it's been released yet. We definitely have some professional sports coming back. We want to make a return to normalcy, but this is definitely not a good thing you want to start out. We've got training camp in about a month from now, a little bit over a month. The Giants were supposed to report to training camp July 28th, I believe, and that's very, very positive news. But we also had some negative news today that some players around the NFL have tested positive for the coronavirus. They aren't the first players to test positive. I think we had Von Miller like a month ago test positive for the coronavirus, but we have players that were around each other test positive, which is never really a good sign because we really want football. Football could be the only thing to save us because obviously the Yankees and Giants are the main two teams I make videos on. I don't really make videos on the Knicks. The Knicks won't be playing anyway, but I won't really be making videos about them, and I really only make videos about the Yankees and Giants, and if we have no baseball and we have no football, that would be devastating. So we need to let's hope this is let's hope no more players get it. Let's hope that they stay quarantined for a couple weeks, and and there was a report came out and said that Ezekiel Elliott's feeling good, which is also good. I think most of the cases that were around the players are non-symptomatic, which is very good. We don't want any players getting sick, and you never know if they have asthma or some sort of issue, and you don't want anything bad happening. So overall, let's just hope they all turn out okay, because you don't want anything bad to happen. But overall, let's just hope they recover and we can return back to normalcy pretty soon, because let's hope the second wave of coronavirus does not happen, because that could definitely affect the NFL season. We're pretty much expecting that they'll probably cut the preseason into 2 games instead of 4. I mean, I don't really care too much because it still is the preseason, but I don't really watch the preseason that much, but it would still be nice to have 4. But we're probably only going to have 2 games this preseason, which I definitely don't have a huge problem with, but it would be nice to have 4. But so we could, see more of our players. But overall, 2 preseason games, I'm definitely fine with. I think it definitely makes sense to do that, so we can, if there does happen to be a case, if there does happen to be a case, we don't have to cancel the whole thing. So I do like how they did that, and I think that will definitely help out the league a lot. And the cases did happen in Texas, because that's where they were quarantining, because that's where they live. Most of the players probably live down there in Texas, because Dallas is in Texas, obviously. And Texas is one of the states that's getting hit the hardest right now. Texas is one of the biggest states in the country. It's actually probably the biggest state besides Alaska. But Texas is one of the biggest states in the country, so I'm not surprised it's getting these much cases, because Texas is a huge state. So I'm not really that surprised. Texas has a state with a lot of people in it. It's got a big population. So I wouldn't be surprised that Texas is the state that's getting a huge rise in cases, because it is one of the biggest states. So let's all hope the Cowboys and Texans players recover pretty quickly so they can get back on the field. Obviously, we don't want any players missing time. Well, it would be nice for the Giants, but we don't want any NFL players getting sick or anything like that. So even though they are Cowboys, we don't want anything bad to happen. So overall, let's hope I hope they recover pretty quickly. And I just hope the pandemic ends pretty soon, because I'm really sick of it, and I really don't want any more sports to be canceled. I'm praying that a second wave of coronavirus does not happen, because that would be devastating for the NFL and for the MLB, because that would most likely cancel their postseason, and the NFL would probably cancel the rest of their season. No Super Bowl. Imagine a year without no Super Bowl. That would be devastating for Fox or whatever they stream it off. That would be devastating. They'd lose so much money. But let's really hope that they don't cancel the season. What does this mean for the NFL moving forward? I still think we'll be fine. I'm still saying positive that we will have a season. I still think we will. But Texas governor did came out and said they were going to allow fans. His opinion's probably changing now. I don't think they allow fans anymore, because Texas is one of the states that's absolutely rising. Maybe New York allows fans more than Texas does. I would not be surprised, because New York is on the downfall right now. They've already peaked, and they're not getting the same amount of cases as they are. They're definitely in a positive phase right now. And a lot of states are in a positive phase, but some states are in a negative phase. But I do think the coronavirus will blow over pretty soon. I do think the coronavirus is getting better around the country. So let's hope it, just completely goes down. Let's hope we can get a vaccine out soon so we don't have to deal with this anymore. Let's hope we have just nothing canceled because I really want to watch some football. If we don't get any baseball this year, which I hope if we don't get any baseball this year, which I think we will, but if we don't, we need some football because those are the two things. Baseball and football are the two things I talk about on this channel. So I really hope we don't. I hope we can see some Giants football. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope we can see a full season because that would be great. But maybe Roger Goodell will change his mind. I still think we will have a full season until there's a little bit more cases. But well, let's hope we can report to training camp without any coronavirus cases, so we can have all our players healthy, and we can have a full season and have a full season with our players too, because the players could miss some time with the coronavirus. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.